great business ideas. Are you brainstorming with people who want to be better at what they do? Do you want to choose your own hours, be your own boss, work with the people that you want to work with, earn the amount of money that you want to earn, holiday when it suits you, and be in full control of your life? And technically one would suggest that that means you need to have your own business, or you need to be very valuable in somebody else's business. And one of the ways to be valuable for somebody else's business, ways to earn more money, to be respected, to be given more responsibility, is to help the business grow. So here's a great question. I've been brainstorming with some people who are in the exercise profession, who love helping people to be healthy, fit and strong. And we talk about that with passion and enthusiasm. Isn't it what we do as exercise professionals, I think, is the most rewarding career in the world. Taking any human being that may or may not be healthy and getting them healthy, fit and strong and staying that way for long. Healthy, fit and strong for long. And I always rattle these off because I get excited about it. You've got great self-esteem and self-confidence because you've got a fit, strong, healthy body. You've got a strong immune system so you don't get sick. Your body can fight germs, bugs, viruses and diseases. You've got great hair, great skin, great nails, good posture, strong teeth, bright eyes. You've got a body that burns up food, calories, fat, sugar, carbohydrate, whatever. Everything you put in gets burnt up, so you don't have any chance of cardiovascular disease or high blood sugar levels or high fat levels or coronary heart disease or stroke or any of the things that happen if you've got an unhealthy inside, because your body's burning up everything that you put into it. And you've got a brain that not just works well, but it's constantly getting better. So you've got neurogenesis, neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly getting better at everything that you do. That's what being healthy, fit and strong does. And as an exercise professional, that's what we do. We help people to be healthy, fit and strong. So that's my exciting thing. However, there are lots of exercise professionals who not only don't want to have a set business where they have to go to a place for a certain period of time. So whether it's a gym or a personal training studio or a boot camp, doesn't matter. If you have to go somewhere and be there at a certain time and work a certain number of hours, there is still that headspace that this is a job. And I never want anybody to have a job, because job stands for just over broke. Going to work is doing something when you'd rather be doing something else. I would love everybody to be doing what they're absolutely passionate about and to be doing it when it suits them and where it suits them. So here's an interesting business idea, that if you are an exercise professional who wants to help people and you are in that headspace of, yes, I probably should do some online stuff, and yes, but I really like to do face-to-face. Yes, I really want to travel. Yes, I don't want to have to be stuck in a studio or stuck in a gym. What do I do? So here's something to consider. As exercise professionals, I would like to think that we inspire people to think for themselves, not tell them what to eat and tell them how to exercise and hold their hand and be their mum. I would love, and this is one of the big parts of the Max program as far as becoming an exercise professional, is that you give people the tools to work out for themselves, is this a great eating plan, is this a great exercise plan? One of the examples I use, if there's a new diet advertised at 3 o'clock in the morning on infomercial television, or a new piece of exercise equipment on infomercial television, I would love my clients to be able to figure out for themselves whether or not that's a good eating plan and whether it's a good exercise plan, because the conversations that we have are teaching people to think for themselves, not telling them what to do. So teach people how to think, not what to think. Now that's how the Max program has been developed. As exercise professionals, I never want to tell you what to do. I think that's disrespectful, and I would hate it if you tell your clients what to do. What I would love for you to be doing on a daily basis is to inspire people to think for themselves so they can figure it out for themselves. Now, the flip side of that is, if you know how to exercise, do you really need a personal exercise coach? Here's my answer to that. If you look after your teeth, you brush your teeth, you floss your teeth, you have good maintenance of your mouth, do you still need a dentist? And of course the answer is yes, because we still go to the dentist for maintenance. We get our teeth checked to make sure that everything's working. We get them cleaned. We go in for a checkup. That's what it's called. I'm going to the dentist for a checkup. Now, wouldn't it be great if that was the only reason that people went to the dentist? Not because they've got rotten teeth, not because they need a filling, not because they've got a toothache, but because they're just getting a checkup to make sure that their teeth are still strong, and if there's any challenges, let's get those challenges before they become big challenges. What if we apply that as exercise professionals? If you want to be the person that does some work online, does some work face-to-face, still has the opportunity to inspire people all over the world, and you can travel and go anywhere in the world and do what you do, what if you worked more like a dentist? And I hate using the word work, so I'm going to be really careful with that, because I'd like to think that as an exercise professional, it doesn't ever feel like work. I'm doing what I love to do. So what if it was this? What if all of your clients only ever had face-to-face contact with you once a month or once every 2 months? What if you could create, or you leveraged your time with exercise programs, philosophies, ideas, masterclass, education for your clients, for them to figure out for themselves whether this is a good eating plan and whether this is a good exercise plan, getting them on track and having them think for themselves. And they do that for 4 weeks, for example. So you could go on holidays, you could travel, you could stay at home with your kids, you could just have a life of freedom because you've leveraged 4 weeks of your time. And then in the 5th week, or for 1 hour, or for 1 day, or however you set up the business, you then invested time with your clients face-to-face or one-on-one or in a group. So it might be that you have a master class and everybody comes together and does a group exercise class. Or it might be an online class where everybody comes together and can ask questions. And while you're answering the questions of one client, the other clients are thinking, oh, that was a great question. I'm glad I got the answer to that. But it might be 1 hour or 2 hours or a day, but it's 1 day out of 4 weeks, for example. It's a contact with you, a check-in with you, a check-up with you, and motivation to continue on. But it's not, I'm going to hold your hand and tell you how to eat and tell you how to exercise, because that's one of the challenges I really have as an exercise professional, because I hear this on a daily basis where people say, just tell me what to eat and tell me how to exercise and I'll just do it. But here's the challenge. What if you're not there? What if a different guru comes along who's got more ripped abdominals than you have, or more degrees than you have, or they're smarter than you, or they've got more experience than you, or they've come with better recommendations than you, and then somebody swaps to someone to hold their hand? I don't want to be people's mum. I don't want to be people's hand holder. I don't want to be the person that is responsible for other people's health. And that's probably the really big thing for me. Is it important that people take responsibility for their own health? Have you ever been in a position as an exercise professional where people have blamed you? I did your program, or your program didn't work, or I tried your eating plan and it didn't work for me and it's your fault. The psychiatrists and the head doctors will all share that once we start laying blame, we're heading to being mentally weak. When you take full responsibility for everything that happens in your life, you become mentally tough and mentally strong. And that's my question. If we can teach people to take full responsibility for their own life, just like the dentist example, people have to take responsibility for their own teeth brushing, for their own flossing, for their own mouth maintenance. But every so often they go to the dentist, and it might be on a regular basis, once a month, once every 3 months, to get a teeth clean and to get a checkup to make sure that everything's working well. What if that was your business structure? Now, the finances of that are the same as you would do with any other business. How much do you need to earn? How many hours do you want to invest into your business? What are your expenses? And I'll just run through this. Is really important, because a lot of exercise professionals don't do this, and then they end up going broke, or they don't have enough money, or they don't love what they do because their finances aren't on track. So the only way to set up any business, regardless of what you do, what product or service, is how much do you want to earn, you personally? What are your expenses? And add those two numbers together. And expenses are everything from rent to uniforms to the internet to marketing to taxes to the accountant to the lawyer, everything. You've got to work out what are your expenses. So how much do you want to earn? What are your expenses? Add those two numbers together. Divide that by the number of hours you want to invest into your business, and that will tell you how much you need to charge per hour. Now, how you leverage that hour is, of course, completely up to you. So I always use the example, if you need to earn $100 an hour, You could have 2 people investing $50. You could have 10 people investing $10. You could have 1,000 people investing $1. No, we only need 100 people investing $1. My maths is just amazing, can't you tell? The way you leverage your time and money is completely up to you, but you know that you need to earn $100 an hour. It might be $1,000 an hour. It might be $500 an hour. It doesn't matter. It's your life, the amount of money that you need to earn to have the life that you want. Now, whether you earn that money by investing time with people face to face once a month, once a week, once a day, doesn't matter. You get to set up your business. That's why it's called choose your own hours, be your own boss, earn the amount of money that you want to earn. So this process, and it's a very exciting process, and this is why personal coaching is so important. When you and I get together and we do this on a personal, systemized, specific, tailored, personalized program for your life, how much do you need to earn? What are your expenses? How many hours do you want to invest into your business? And then how do you want to leverage your time? The only other thing to do now is marketing. So could you be the exercise professional who checks in with your clients, or they come to you for a checkup once a month? So you can travel the world, you can stay at home, you don't have to work for four weeks. Then you invest time with your clients. It might be for 1 day, 1 hour, 2 days, 1 week, and then you have the next 4 weeks off. Or you go and do something different. Isn't that what life's all about? Investing time in you to live the life that you want to live, doing what you love to do in the way that you want to do it. So something to consider very carefully, because a lot of people think, if I'm an exercise professional, and this is one of the things that really annoys me, not very many things do, but this really annoys me. A lot of people come to me and say, I know that if I'm going to be an exercise professional, I have to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, or I have to do split shifts. So I have to work in the morning and then I have to work in the evening. Oh, you get to choose. Are there people who want to exercise at 5 o'clock in the morning? Yes, but you don't have to train them. Somebody else can. Are there people who want to exercise at 10 o'clock at night? Yes, but you don't have to train them. Are there people that just want to exercise at 10 o'clock in the morning and be finished everything in their life by 2 o'clock in the afternoon because they want to pick up their kids from school? Yes, you get to market to the people that you're the most excited about working with. I think that's what business should be all about. Choose your own hours, be your own boss, earn the amount of money that you want to earn, and do it in the places and the times that you want to do it. And that's what the Max program is all about. Whether you are an exercise professional or a lawyer or a market gardener or a landscape gardener, it doesn't matter. How much do you want to earn? How many hours do you want to invest? What are your expenses? And let's set up your business to suit your lifestyle. Whether that's seeing your clients every day, once a week, once a month, it might be once a year. You might set up a retreat where people come to visit you wherever you live. You might live in Samoa or Fiji or Tahiti or the Gold Coast or Greenland, and people come and visit you just for 1 week a year, and you set up your business so that you make all the money you need to make in that 1 week because you bring people from all over the world. That's called brainstorming your life with people for 2 things. People that have a brain, people who are excited about you having your own business, people who can think outside the box, and even more importantly, people who can create a new box. Business doesn't have to be 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, 48 weeks of the year. You can only have 4 weeks holiday. You can choose to work 1 year, have a year off. You can choose to work 4 weeks, have 4 weeks off. You can choose to work 1 day, have 4 weeks off. You can set up your life exactly the way you want to. You can set up your business exactly the way you want to. The only thing you need to do in business is to create a product or a service that will add value to people's lives. You have to be passionate about it, and you have to keep getting better at it. And when you put all those 3 together, that's what I call the sweet spot. You can have a business that you love, where you choose your own hours, be your own boss, earn the amount of money that you want to earn, and live your life in exactly the way you want to live it, where you want to live it, at the times that are exciting to you. Isn't that exciting? Ha ha ha.